Okay, well, there's very few of these, and they are practically in all the Sears Land's End Canvas store. So you're familiar with everything online. We've talked a lot about the different fashions, of which actually I'm wearing some of the fashions right now. You can hear it's a real mall. There's crime babies and everything. So we're going to go in there. We're going to have to be pretty subtle. We may get kicked out. I'm not too sure. But let's go in and see the spring line face to face. Come on. Well, here we are inside the store. Now it's kind of an intersection of Sears. There's Land's End over there, and then there's Land's End Canvas, and it does have a different vibe. You can see they kept up with the kind of rustic Americana feel. And we're surrounded by a little mixture of the spring line as well as the winter things being on sale, so it's pretty exciting to actually come up here and feel the different fabrics right offhand. I will tell you, there's nothing like actually touching and feeling the different pieces. Let's go over actually this way, right here. You can see very clearly here's the kind of velour jacket, really cool little button details. Obviously you wouldn't get that online with the online feeling. And then if we go over here, we can start to see kind of the new Madras shorts. Again, something about the texture, the feel, and the fact that there's a fitting room right there. So the big question with Land's End Canvas is, most of my experiences are online. I don't know if it's going to fit or feel or what the connection is emotionally until I get it in. Here you're kind of bathed in it. And what's nice about this is they still gave it the feel of that Land's End Canvas experience that you have on the 1963 nautical experience. If you come over here, this is one of my favorites. I may pick this up because it's on sale, but again, you can feel the inner terry cloth and kind of the soft comb cotton, a little bit different than the online. Even little details like this, and this is typical Land's End Canvas, an old bicycle wheel and an old tire, still keeping in with that very, Route 66 type vibe that you have. Even the way they display the belts, most department stores will have their belts strewn down, size 32, size 33, size 34. Over here it's just thrown against this kind of little wrench-like vise that they have over there. I'm telling you, they've catapulted this successfully. And here, walk this way, you're going to love this. Over here, if you just want to pan over there, the women's line is very similar. It's got that very nautical Americana feel, very Nantucket. And if we come over this way, and if you can kind of get the inner store, you can see it's a really nice squared area. I would say it's about, I don't know, 80 feet by 100 feet. And things nicely displayed out, but not too overcrowded. And that's one of the big things that we like away. Land's End Canvas is displayed out, as opposed to most department stores where they want to try to get as much product at as much size all at once. This is now displayed very, very carefully so you can feel and touch each particular piece, become a little bit more emotionally charged about it. So, great job. Let's take a little bit look around and experience the Land's End Canvas in the wild, so to speak. Come on, let's go. By the way, a particular note for those Steve McQueen fans out there, The Great Escape, they've actually come out with a garment dye terry crew neck that is very, very similar to the one he wears in the movie. I'm figuring you just do a little customization and cut this off and Bob's your uncle. And again, it's one of those things I wouldn't have experienced it and the real feel of it and even the color, how similar it is to the Great Escape version without experiencing it here. So great job, Lands End Canvas store. This has been very exciting to see the Lands End canvas material, the things that we all talk about online, social media actually coming to life. I do know that you can go into landsendcanvas.com and actually put in a store locator and see. They're far and few between. I'm hoping they actually get some individual flagship stores like in New York and LA. Hear us, Lands End Canvas, please do that. But right now you can kind of go in your store locator and see where they are. It's worth it. It's worth it to take a little bit of drive and experience, and again, especially with a new line coming out where you can actually touch and feel and experience everything. You know, make a day of it if you want. And the men's section is very cool. He kept with that very masculine feeling, as well as the spring line. So great job. This has been David Zaritsky for Z Lifestyle, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.